I'm Betty Ann, and I'm donating my kidney at Northwestern Medicine. My aunt was very important to me. When we found out she needed a kidney, my mom stood up and she donated, and there are so many memories that she was there for because she got a kidney.
I'm John Friedewald, and I'm a transplant nephrologist. That's a kidney doctor who specializes in taking care of people both before and after they've had a kidney transplant. Kidney helps wash and clean our blood. So like a car making exhaust, we have waste products, and the kidney helps remove waste products from our body through the urine. And so it plays a key role in maintaining an even balance in our body. The best treatment for kidney failure by far is a kidney transplant. People live longer and better, healthier lives. With a transplant, the problem is there are not enough donors. There's a tremendous shortage. And finding a living donor is a challenge because we have to find someone who's both healthy and willing to do that.
I started this journey at a local hospital. Now that I've seen the process at 2 different hospitals, I much prefer Northwestern. I did a couple of tests down in my neck of the woods. Then they scheduled me for a full day of testing.
Our chief goal is to ensure the safety of living donors. These are people that don't have to undergo a surgery that they're doing to save someone else's life. We want to make it as easy as possible. So all the blood tests and x-rays and things and doctor visits we've condensed to a single day. You meet our physicians, our social workers, our nurses, surgeons, and then finally we do a CAT scan to get a very accurate picture of the kidney so our surgeons can plan the operation. So the donor advocate then reaches out.
Another big breath in.
They asked me kind of the worst case scenarios. How would you react if the recipient ended up passing away?
Then the donor evaluation committee makes a final decision about whether to proceed with allowing them to donate.
Suddenly my phone starts ringing and one of my coworkers just goes, "Betty, it's Northwestern." I was elated and I was nervous. I was shaking with excitement and I wanted to contact my recipient. I remember telling him and just going, "Yeah, I'm gonna donate my kidney." And he just goes, "Oh, okay, to who?" And I had to go to you, Mike. A week before the pre-op appointment, Mike got an infection. And unfortunately, the infection just took over too much. And on February 17th, Mike passed away.
Transplant can still be a risky thing. As we see, sometimes people don't make it to the transplant, unfortunately, and this happened in Betty's situation.
Then that's when we started shifting the focus to, but you have your kidney. You can have another chance. You can give somebody else another chance.
What happens with a kidney chain is we start with one donor who matches with a recipient who has a donor but not compatible. So let's say my dad is giving me a kidney. Maybe I want a younger donor. So we'll go into the kidney exchange and perhaps I can find a donor that maybe is younger for me, maybe a kidney that'll last me longer, and my dad can provide a kidney to someone who is looking for a match as well. In this case, we can start what's called a kidney chain, and that gift of that one kidney can then be multiplied across multiple other transplants, allowing other pairs who are incompatible to find a compatible donor and get a successful kidney transplant.
While I may not be donating to Mike, I'm donating for Mike.
My name is Satish Nadig. I have the privilege of taking care of Betty and operating on her. This type of procedure that we do is minimally invasive. It's called laparoscopic donor nephrectomy.
All right, let the healing begin. Let's do it.
On the day of the surgery, I know that I have to go in bright and early. I'm checked into pre-op and I'm getting ready for surgery because my kidney is going off to a different state.
The very first thing that I always do is go talk to the donor, answer any last-minute questions that they have.
I have a kind of weird one. Is there any way that the receiving hospital can know the name of my kidney?
Oh yeah, I'll put it on the.
Okay, fantastic. It is a 3-hour surgery.
Are you ready?
We make very small incisions, put a camera into one incision, put a little working tool in the left or lower portion of her abdomen, move her colon out of the way, move her spleen out of the way, take it out through the belly button.
I wake up groggy and feeling very weird.
Have a great recovery. You did great, okay?
And then I get to go to my wonderful accommodations for the night.
Our average length of stay is 1 day. In the past, when this would be an open operation, it would often be a 10-day hospital stay.
Sitting in my hospital room at Northwestern, should be getting discharge orders soon. I am home, I am recovering now.
Living donation is an operation. You can't make any mistake about it, but we've been able to minimize the pain as much as possible. And after a couple of weeks, people are already about 80%, and by about a month, they're back to about 100%.
If you're a healthy person and you want to help someone else out and save a life, you can do that. You can step forward, go to our website, put in a health questionnaire. Even if you don't know someone who needs a kidney transplant, through a kidney chain, you can magnify the gift to help out many people.
You're holding on to your spare parts. You have 2 kidneys, you only need 1. So if I can even make one person aware of the process and make them want to donate, then I did my job. I saved another person.